name Investec first appeared on the scene in 1976, and we became a bank in 1980. At that time, there were 8 of us who used to sit around the table. We listed in 1986 on the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. We started expanding internationally in 1992. We have 10,000 people around the world from the original 8. So we've made, great strides in building our brand both globally and in South Africa from just a small entrepreneurial boutique.
We are first a human environment and second a corporation. That means that if you work here, you've got to come as yourself, an open and honest individual presence, not hiding behind titles and rank and degrees and those kinds of things. You come as you. That's why we're looking for real human beings to work in the environment, because we want our clients to engage real human beings. If you can, you'll fit right in.
Shared Services is the operational hub for Investec Specialist Bank. We do all of the back-end processes for Specialist Bank, from onboarding a client up until the client decides to leave the bank and everything in between. We have an onboarding team, and they're responsible for getting a new-to-bank client or an existing client a new product. And then we have a non-financial team who's responsible for servicing a client and all of their non-financial needs: card delivery, reimbursing a new card, info statements, as well as a records management piece. And then we have the financial teams, which is really around servicing a client, but where there's an in and outflow of money. Installment sales, getting money into the bank, making payments on behalf of our clients. And then we have the fraud team, so making sure that our clients' money is safe and that their portfolio online banking presence is safe. And then we have regulatory ops, that is just making sure from a regulatory perspective we're complying with all of the regulations. So those are really the 5 pillars. It's a very young environment and a very diverse environment. So we have real citizens from Investec. We're probably one of the most diverse teams in the group. So it's a nice culture in the sense that there's constant learning. So you're learning from people who have lessons in life, and you're learning from grads who have lots of theory. And we have people from different backgrounds. So we have engineers, chefs, BCom grads, teachers. So it's an environment where we have various skill sets, and everyone just brings themselves. What is a common goal that we all have is that we are here to service the client.
So a payments consultant will process payments on behalf of a client. So the SA Payments team will get an instruction from a client via the CSC or via the banker or any of those channels. We will receive the instruction and we will facilitate that payment on behalf of the client. So any movement outbound of money, any payments out the bank will be the payments team. The person that will be successful in this role would be someone which is authentic, someone with passion and energy, someone that comes in, looks at the process, gets the work done, but while doing the work, thinking ahead and being creative and looking at processes and why am I doing this? Do I understand the bigger picture? What is the bigger impact to the client when I hit submit? Joining the payments team, you deal with so many different teams. You deal with the bankers, you deal with the client support center, you deal with legal risk, you deal with property. There's so many different teams that you deal with. And I think gaining exposure and experience in that, just being the foundation for growing and knowing so much about the private bank offerings that we have. I think that is a great proposition. I think we're moving away from one particular type of degree or background and more towards what you can bring with your skill set or with your qualification, your background. What can you do for Investec and how can you add value?